So to do HW3 DNWS with PM2.5 API, we begin with opening the instructions and seeing what the professor wants us to do. First things first, we want to go to the GitHub repo of HW3 to get the clone the repo, and then we will see what we go from there. So we put up Chrome, we go in there, we get the repo, we just go here and git clone here, copy to clipboard. Then we open up our VS Code right here, and then we type in on the search bar up here with a great sign git clone until you see a clone there. Then you put the link inside, you clone it into, one moment. You clone it into here and you open the window up, and then when we have it here, you can see that no, it does not have a PM2.5 plugin right here. We can see here. And so what we have to do in here is we have to change branches. And in order to do that, we have to go to masters here, and then we switch branch to our year, Hok. So our class is 66 because the class we're taking it right now is the year 66. And so we force checkout and discard all files. Don't worry about that. So now we have all the files PM2 plugins. All we have to do now is try and run it now. So we boot up the terminal. You can click here and find terminal, new terminal. We .NET build it. Then next, we .NET run it. Okay, now you can see that .NET run, it's running. Now all we have to do is go to localhost, and you can see it here, there's a file here, and if we go to PM2.5, we have a PM2.5 in Shanghai right here, because it's an API from the AQI website. And so this is the website. Now, the professor wants us to also install Postman into our system. So what happens is we install Postman, and we also have to download this collection that the professor has. So we click this and download this. We'll have a file. So when we have Postman here, we just come here, top right, top left, and then we go to import a file. Well, now we go and find a file that we need, which is here. I have it here. We just drag and drop it. Okay. So now we have the testing the API that it works or not. So first things first, we just click on this and we try press send, see if it works. So you see test result is passed. It's all passed 3. Okay, and then next we test this one. The second one we test this. Oh, whoopsie, we fail these two. So the objective of this class, of this one, is we need to get all of it to become green. Our job is to modify our PM2.5 plugin to make it do a JSON rather than a HTML. So what happens here is if we scan down here in PM2.5 here, let's close this, we can see that, oh, wait a minute, this is a HTML. So what we have to do is we have to change it to be able to take in the JSON file. So what happens is we just throw this out the window, we don't need it, and then we will move this one up here because it is a response now. We don't want to keep as a null. Next, what we have to do is we have to make a JSON. So it has to have a JSON response, and it has to be in a PM2.5, PM25. Okay, let's say. And then what we have to do is we take in the reading from this file here, PM2.5 reading, this file, and then we put it inside here, and we serialize it using serializer, and then we serialize the PM2.5 reading. That's it. Don't have to add more. That's fine. Next, we have the body. We have body right here. And you see this is a string. This is a HTML. We do not want this. We just drag and drop this, whatever we have here. One sec. Okay. Now we have this PM2.5. It's the response we get from PM2.5 reading. Now we just change the response from a HTML to a JSON. So we type in response type equals to application, let's just say a JSON, and then we'll be done. If we try run it again, try .NET build, build.NET build, and then we .NET run. Okay, now we go back to our port, and if we press refresh, now this one is going to turn from a HTML to a JSON file. As you can see, it's black and has all the information up here. So now then it works for that. Now we have to test it to see if it works. One other way to test this, instead of pressing send, we can go to the 3 dots of the PM2.5 tester here, and then we can go to run collection, and then we can run all of it at the same time. We go down here to run PM2.5 tester, press it, and then we wait. Okay, so now it works because, as you can see here, we did that, change it to JSON, and it's a HTML to JSON. And so now we have all the 3 files. Now we can just send into GitHub, push it. We just write whatever we want. Let's say fixed PM2.5, and then we just add this, and then we just push, commit and push. Now when it says this, it says you don't have permission to this, but would you like to create the fork and push it instead? Yes, we press create fork. But since my one is already created, I won't be able to do it, but it's fine because you guys would just have to go and it was refer you guys to the GitHub page to ask you to push and commit your fork. Alright. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions about the GitHub fork and pull request, then just DM me and let me know.